Hello. 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 Hey, Narodia and Predator. So is the music working? I'm just gonna mute my channel here. Yeah, you're early. So my wifey got a birthday party with a lot of women at home, so I just thought what a perfect opportunity for not being home and listening to all their gossip and yapping. 10 females with crazy voices. I'd rather stay here. So, Project High Grade. It's a long time since I built a high grade. Just check something here. Asks me for a code. I don't have a code. There it was. There we are. Just wanted to see if we could get some more people watching. Yes, it's an early stream. I needed to get out of the house. So once we're a bit more online, I can tell you about how ridiculously bad a beginning of the day I just had while coming in here. So great, I'm actually trying to get more viewers and we're losing viewers. That's fun. Fun stuff. Well, in Denmark it's actually pretty good weather outside. How is it in your countries? Hey, Avalon. North Carolina. North Carolina, USA. That's a long way. What's up, Lord Kronos? Let me get these decals off my tools. Okay, so you guys, how many of you guys heard about the whole parking situation here in the building at the moment? Anybody heard me yapping about that? Missouri. God damn. I need to ship to the US soon. Too bad it's too expensive, and so is my kids probably. Let me just see if I can sort these runners. A, B, and 2C's not gonna do that. D, and E. It's fine here. Damn, free super chat. Nice, free super chat. Man, I just thought I made some monies. Okay, guys, listen. For those of you guys who never heard about the parking situation. Yeah, exactly. So, I just got confirmed that the 300 people that moved into the building have been noticed several times that no parking allowed in the spaces where it says Gundam Store. Now, I have had one space since I moved here, and the first year I was actually alone in the entire building, almost 10,000 square meters, almost alone. I was the only one with parking, and now they have taken up half of the parking for the electric cars, which is fine, that's how it's supposed to be, and then they start stealing all the other spots. Like we have 10 spots for 3 companies that were already here. So I've been dealing with them for months now, and today they took my space again. So I parked my car in front of their car, even though there were other free spots, because how on earth am I supposed to learn them that they should not take my spot, not even in the weekends, because I am, hey Dino, I am self-employed. I need parking also on the weekends. So guys, am I being childish because I take my car and block their car, even though there was a lot of other free spaces? I mean, the other spaces were not mine. There were one extra that was mine. I could just have held at that spot, but How does the person that took my other spot know not to do that unless I do something drastic, like blocking them in? So I blocked them in, and I have surveillance cameras, so I could see they were like, at the time there were 6 people out there looking and discussing. And there you go, real money, 6 kronas. Now I can build something extra. Thank you. Anyways, I could see that a woman takes the note I put and starts calling, and then I go out there, and I was allowed to hold it because I broke my foot. First of all, too bad you broke your foot, but you're not allowed to hold on my spot. Stop lying. And then there was this dude standing next to discussing with another woman. Annoying piece of shit. Kind of laughing at me. And you shouldn't laugh at me when I'm angry. Anyways, he had these awesome arguments, like, you know, the people that work here, they are taking care of old people, which is fine. They're employed by the kind of state. And then he said, well, you want to be taken care of when you're old as well, don't you? That's not part of the deal here. The thing is, you stole my parking spot. I'm self-employed. I work outside normal hours. Well, we work outside normal hours as well. Still not part of my problem. You took my parking spot. It's like those arguments were so vague that, I mean, the last argument I just sent them an email is, what if the person can't read? What the fuck? I mean, how the fuck is that my problem? Sorry for the language, but what if we can't read? We work outside normal hours. I'm allowed to hold at your spot, and you want to be taken care of when you're old. That's kind of not my problem. Anyways, he was laughing at my face, and I kind of confronted him, and one of the females out there stood in my place. Why so furious? Stay back, you're so furious. I almost hope that they go on with the case to some of the people that are in charge, because I already dealt with those guys plenty of times. Anyways, we're gifted all kinds of stuff, Narodia. Well, anyways, that was we can't punch him, but that was the first deal. Now, second thing that kind of not messed my day up, but was kind of annoying. Most of you guys know that I'm actually a pretty cool guy, and I actually do, Isaac, a lot of customer service and to treat people nicely and give them a good experience. Now, I'm not gonna mention any names, but I had this woman who wanted to buy pre-order merchandise. Now, pre-order merchandise means that normally there is a date. The date can be postponed if the manufacturer has problems or something like that. That's what happens. She makes an order a long time ago. States that she is a kind of an impulsive type, so she wants to cancel it. Fair enough. Too bad, because pre-orders are ordered by me as well, so I can't just cancel all my pre-orders. I have like a percentage I can cancel, and then I would get the punishment that would close my account. So the orders were not that big, so I kept them, which means I have goods coming in my warehouse that I don't have a buyer for. And she does it again. She makes another order and says this time that she wants to give it another shot. She will try to do it. And I say, fine. And she cancels again. Kind of annoying, and we had a small discussion back and forth with that it's not optimal for me that you just keep on canceling your orders, even though you're legally completely allowed to do so. And her arguments were that she's kind of the type that sometimes buys something, and then if she thinks about it, she kind of regrets. fair enough. Then she places 2 more orders just to have one last shot. And these orders are kind of expensive, and a lot of time goes by, and some of the products are being postponed, so I have to charge the money before shipping, and that's kind of some of our terms and conditions, because the authorization for the payments kind of expire. And each time you charge an order, you get paid. You pay a fee to the car providers. 2-3%, so all inclusive, maybe 1. And if you refund, you also pay. So this time I had charged both big orders and refunded them, and then I just wrote her. She thought that was too far of a deadline, and I charged it already, and she wasn't so she was insecure about my business. And fine, and I just told her that one, if you're not willing to wait for pre-orders, maybe you should shop a place where they already have all the stuff in stock. If you're the impulsive buyer, then you should maybe just think an extra time. And then I wrote, might be a bit aggressive or provocative, I don't know, but I said, and it's not something about opinion, because she told me that we can have different opinions on how to do this. I just told her it's not about opinion, it's about economy. That this case has already costed me like 1,500 Danish kroner in lost items and fees, and I just told her to, if she needed pre-orders, please buy it somewhere else. And then she just went bananas on email and told me that that's the worst customer experience she ever had, and I was treating her like a completely different person again, and I had ignored her. And I mean, I don't have to write the last email every time. I actually wrote a book called 4,000 Weeks. Now, you don't have to answer every email if it's not a question. If it's just a statement, fine, let it be. You can't answer all emails, so I just let it be. It was something about just the way she were. Something I don't like to be called is giving a bad customer service, and I had a ridiculous job. She just wanted to have another shop where she felt safe and stuff. Anyways, with so many customers, you will meet some of these. Luckily, I haven't only met very few. So that was the beginning of my day. A stupid moron that kind of laughed in my face because he was an idiot, and an angry woman because she was impulsive. Yeah, Karen. Yeah, she kept canceling, and that's just... I mean, you guys might support me because you know me, but you can, of course, said you could have done it otherwise, or be honest and say maybe you shouldn't have. But 5 orders where 4 of them were cancellations. Now, this customer is not something I can really spend so much time on or profit from. It's just administration and lost revenue. And this is a business. It's not good old Uncle Jasper will just keep you all satisfied no matter what the heck you do. No. Anyways, you guys probably saw, not sure everybody did, but I made this little fellow completely SD. Oh, I need to do some cleanup here with panel lining. And a lot of you probably know why as well. I did something with my shoulders. I went to the J-PopCon, which is a convention in Denmark with Japanese pop culture. And I had to move all my kits. Something I hate is it's moving all my kits. And nothing broke, but they fell apart and stuff like that. So I had a new plan, and that was to build all the Unicorn Destroy modes in all grades, because it's kind of the only kit where I have both the SD HD, RG, MG, PG, and mega size. I don't have it in trig grade. Might come, I don't know. I even have it in cross silhouette. I don't have it, but it is there. And just to display them standing in like not a complete like this, but in a kind of action pose, so it looks good with spread legs and stuff. And that was how I was supposed to display all of the grades and put them in a line, and then they're also easier to move because you can just put them down, put foam over them instead of reposing all my kits in the display cabinets. That's my new plan. So I have begun the high grade, and I will build them in the grade order, so I will end with the mega size. I would probably have to take one out of stock because I'm not sure it will last. Yeah, the BB Unicorn, it's kind of like if I should both build the BB Unicorn, the SDEX Unicorn, and the Cross Silhouette. It's just like 3 different versions of the small one, where it will only be Gundam knowers that can see the real difference. This is supposed to be sales material for people so they can see the different scales. So I might build the Cross Silhouette because it has more details. The BB is actually nicer than the SDEX, but the SDX actually have more detail when you count in the stickers because it has a lot more red stuff than the BB does, looking like the destroy mode in a frame. So that's the... Yeah, Kira, this is actually cute, and it's actually pretty detailed if you put it in a pose and do the... oh, let's see if we can focus on the panel lining correctly. I actually think, and I even use the stickers, and the reason I use the stickers for the fins is because it is the way it is. I could paint them gold, but people should see how it is from the box. So they're going to be as authentic as possible. I did panel line them. I might coat some of them, but nothing fancy. Let's see if I missed some. The Owashi Akatsuki. In what grade, anti-furry? I think I have it in high grade. I'm not sure. Could be sold out. Oh. It's a fun thing with some of you guys. Also on YouTube, I have it in high grade. No, sorry, I don't. It's sold out. I have one left. You guys know I have a website. And on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, I get so many questions. Do you have? Do you have? Guys, come on. Look it up on the website. Finally, someone can read my name. Isaac? It's not Isaac. It's Isaac, right? Linksy, I would love to let people tour my warehouse, and I have promised myself to do it very, very soon because I've been talking about this stuff for a year. I'm just too slow getting it done. So yes, at some point I will make one day, afternoon probably, where I will open the warehouse and I will probably shoot some emails out and on the social media, and people will have to kind of sign up in a sheet, in a Google sheet, so I know how many people are coming. Just first name, doesn't have to be anything fancy, and there will be some rules when you're here and stuff like that, and then you can pay with mobile pay or order on the website and just go. I will do it. Hey Juro, great that you're a fan of the shorts. Nice to hear. Kira, I made pre-order labels, I made videos, I made a red text, and now, as the newest stuff, I even made a box that blocks the entire screen to make people understand that things will only be shipped when they're all arrived at the warehouse. And people just don't read and don't understand anything. But yeah, please post those kits. I hope they were great. Too lazy to look up on the website, man. So if people are too lazy, they just want me to spend my time, who's so busy. Yeah, I could probably build an MG Verka at some point. Not sure when. Let me just check something here. Actually, I wonder if it's because it's weekend. We have so many people joining the live. That's awesome. I'm almost famous. I'm gonna probably be here for a long time. I'm not sure if I should drive my wife at 7 or 8. She's going to a Jason Derulo concert. Now we all know she's gonna snail her way out of that concert hall. Maybe I should drive them there. I'm not sure. I'll figure out. Linksy, if you know, just hook me up on the chat. If I haven't done a open, then we can probably figure something out. That depending on how busy I am, that you can come say hello and just sniff around in the warehouse. It's no problem. People have done that from time to time. Yes, I built the MG Extreme Blast Mode with the big butterfly wings. I'm not sure it's rare. I just sold the last one. I have had them for quite some time. I think it's only outdated in the details. It's still an okay build. But yeah. Yeah, I know. To spare on shipping fees, of course. Well, let's begin. Where were I? I made the torso yesterday. After you just build the MGEX and the perfect grade unleashed, I'm surprised how fast I'm going through this manual for high grade. But you know, that's how it is. I'm gonna try to read as much as I can. It's another funny experience I had here. Both on one of my wife's friends and a person or two on YouTube. Did you ever try to listen to your own voice when you were a kid? It's kind of like, I sound so weird. And I, for good reason, don't have that feeling anymore because I listen to myself all the time. But she said to me today, and another person wrote it, "You have such a good voice for what you're doing. I love your voice. It's so good for shorts." It's kind of like, how's a voice good? I mean, I do believe that some radio people have good radio voices. I never thought of it that way. Good voice for shorts. Well, thank you. 21. So regarding the entire parking issue, you know how it is. Now the gossip is going around up there. And that dude downstairs, you know, the Gundam-store guy, he's such an aggressive person. He almost beat one of us up. He's a real mean person. I'm looking forward to all the hateful looks from all the 300 people up there. Could you imagine pissing me off coming out like this, confronting a dude? They're like, oh, this guy with some of the muscles, he was just really uncomfortable. Who cares? But you know how it is. If I wasn't so fond of this warehouse, I would find somewhere else. Those people have made it a pest to be here. Imagine every morning you get up, loving your job, loving your warehouse. The first thing you think about sometimes is, who am I gonna yell at today that stole my parking space? €220? Damn, boy. You're gonna sniff yourself to death with all that glue you need for model planes. They're not snap fit, are they? The MG Thunderball Gundam, where, by the way, I made a huge mistake on one of the shorts calling it a unicorn, is a freaking awesome kit. What's with the vinyl? I mean, you have like, you guys know how it is to put rubber on a stick. You have a stick, you put the rubber over, you just stuff it all the way down there and wrinkle it, that's it. I really don't see the problem. I do know that some of it has to come inside of another piece, but it's not that hard. It really isn't. Final space pup. Yeah, I might have guns, but I am the calmest person in the world. I've actually only been in a fight once, I think. I've been going to some martial arts, but I've only been in a real fight once. I don't like fighting. I like talking my way out of stuff. It's a waste of time. But I don't like to be laughed at. And I think it has something to do with my... You all have some truths about me now you're following me. I had a rough childhood with some bullying and stuff because I had dark hair here in Scandinavia. So I know I should just really don't care about what people think. Oh, should I do the hand cam? Is it better with the hand cam? Do you want to see me like this? But the dude was laughing right in my face while putting up with all these ridiculous arguments. And I have a hard time. As I said 1,000 times before, and that's actually what I teach my children, like 90% of all problems we have in the world is due to bad behavior. If people would just behave, we wouldn't have so many problems. For real. Let's put in the mouthpiece here. Thank you, Saufa. I'm actually a pretty chill dude. The MG Freedom 2.0 is... it's a great kit. I built it at that one in the silver finish, silver coating. It's such a solid kit. And it looks great. Those wings are just top notch. So during the stream, if I might get disturbed or something, it's because my daughter is actually here with her sibling, and what that means is that she has a. I'm not with her mother anymore. She's actually was with another guy where she had another child. So they're half siblings, but it is her sister. So some of you already saw my son. But yeah, they're right outside the door watching Netflix, just chilling at the warehouse because, as I said before, the house is filled up with crazy females at home. We could make a vote. Should the girls come in and say hi to the stream? Let's see, we can do some. I don't know what you're all gonna say. My son's right there. Oh my god, what a lovely son I have, following his dad. I love you, son. No, Kira, it doesn't matter if you're pro builder or not. I think it's awesome that you're just having a good time. Why weren't you at JPopCon this time? I remember correctly you were there 2 following years or just the following year. Can't remember if it was 2 following years. I think it was. Oh, that's a small sticker. Damn. Oh, there's sushi left? I bet the girls will eat it later on. Don't you think they have to leave in 4 or 5 hours? $150 kilos, 10 reps? Holy shit, dude. I can't even lift that once. You must be fucking beast. is it so loose? Yeah, actually the tickets for J-Popcorn was also a bit more expensive this time, I think. B24, I forgot something. That's how it is when you talk. Just need to pry something open again because I forgot something. No, I didn't forget. I just give me a second. Let's see. 93, 28 votes. I made a vote. And people want to see my daughter on stream.
Hello.
Emma. Now you saw her. I spawned the daughter for you. Jan, it was the J-Popcorn. It's a con. It's like kind of a festival. It costs money. They rent the entire Øksnehallen in Copenhagen. And there's like a ton of booths and artists and stuff. So it does cost money, yeah. No, she doesn't like Gunpla. None of my kids does, and it's fine. Expected a little kid. Look like brothers and sisters. Well, thank you. I'm an old dude, guys. should see my son then. He's taller than I am, a big bastard. She's actually 20. That luminous crystal body, it's very beautiful. Jan, as usually, I don't want to travel all the way to Jutland because it's kind of a big deal for me to move everything. And it's very expensive to go to Jutland, and the cons over there will never be just as big. We have Sci-Fi Con in Randers. I don't think I will be able to sell a whole lot because I'm there for 3 days. Sometimes I have to travel with a car, rent a car, parking, food, sleepovers. It's tough business to keep profitable for a small shop like me. Now, something about you have to move these things at top of the antennas, right? Should I do it on this one? I mean, this is supposed to be a promotional kit. I could cut them off. Not sure people would even notice it. Yeah, I know, I look kind of young. I heard that my entire life, I think. Must be the Asian genes. And then I live rather healthy. I mean, I work out a lot and I eat reasonable. I eat junk as well and chips and stuff, but I don't buy candy and sodas with sugar like this one is something I took because you had a birthday at home. It's actually 0 calories just to avoid too much sugar and stuff. But I think it's in the genes. I'm an old dude. That gadget over here. If any of you guys didn't see that, oh, by the way, now we're so many in the stream, which is awesome. For those of you guys who does not know it, I say that on every stream. We have this awesome, I'm going to put it in the chat here, Discord. So feel free to add if you can behave. We have a lot of nice guys in here having fun, cozy, very nicely and tightly built, very structured, very easy to find stuff. And yeah, that's a unicorn bust. Yes, I am part Asian. I'm actually half Japanese. Why do you think I got a Gundam store? My dad was Japanese, full-blown Japanese. I look like my mother though, who is Danish. Okay, let's see if I can remove these safety flags without messing everything. You gotta love the display nipper. not so fun nerd places. It depends on what you're looking for. Is a store or nerdy things to do? I mean, Denmark got a lot of stuff. Yeah, but that's the thing. I can't speak Japanese. My father never told me. Sorry. Told me? Did I say that? I mean, he never learned me Japanese when I was a kid. Safety flags done. Yeah, I mean, people maybe they don't like my stuff. No, it's not a special edition. It is this one. Number 100. Morning, Cebu. Cebu. Well, I mean, how many of you saw the bust? I even had a short of the bust. I think there's still batteries in it. Well, if I should turn on the gadget, then I should probably turn off the lights as well. Just some of them. Okay, let's try him out. Actually, I'm just gonna close him before you see it, because it's just gonna be in another mode. 2 seconds. That's it. Yeah. Last one. Pretty cool, eh? Let's have some more lights on here. And it's actually very pretty with all the decals and stuff. And it has this matte finish like it was matte coated. I haven't done it. And the fun thing it is actually a model kit. Not the engine part and the battery part, but all the armor, it has to be slapped on and cut out of huge runners. Hey yo, Piximus, Maximus. Any idea how much Calibar high grade is? Of course, it's my store. It's 299 Danish kroners. The PG perfectibility would be a lot cheaper to buy in the US if you're from the US or Asia, and then in Denmark, because I have to ship it over here, and I think the cost was 3,000 Danish kroners. I sold 2. It's the only one I could get. I'm pretty excited about the narrative, as I am with all new Master Grades. I like Master Grades. Some of them disappoint on sales and some of them don't. Thank you, Tiger. Mega size? What is like the mega size? Yeah, but I can try to calculate it in US dollars, but I don't ship to the US yet. $43. It's probably a lot cheaper than in the US than Denmark, which has higher tax and VAT and stuff. I had a few customers saying, "Why are you so expensive?" And I saw your comments on Discord, Germans. Can't all have the same prices. We can't all have the same kind of store, so. And I said it even since the beginning of time when I started my store. My intent is not to be the cheapest. My intent is to try to make this the most cool Gundam store with everything that comes with it as tools, customer service, YouTube, all that kinds of stuff, and that isn't for free. So that's how it is. Senres, that's kind of, let's see how many dislikes I get and how many drops off, but to be 100% honest, I don't watch the series because I don't have time. I'm working 2 jobs and have a very serious training plan and stuff, so to be honest, I don't watch. There's so many series I wouldn't even know where to begin. I know you could follow them by the way they were made, but I haven't watched them. Just because you own a Gundam store doesn't mean you know all the lore. As I said in previous streams, I'm probably one of the worst regarding the lore of the entire Gundam universe, but I do my best to sell the greatest stuff. That's a bummer. Jesper doesn't know anything about what he's selling. What a noob. Oh, I need 2. C8 and 9. And you know what, regarding the whole parking episode thing, I even had to activate sentry mode on my car because I'm afraid someone might do damage to it because they're so stupid. Last time I came out I was punctured, but I don't think it was them. I had a big screw up my tire right after I yelled at someone. Have fun, dear son. Go win something. And stop yelling at home when you lose. Yeah, I know, Senres. No hard feelings here. I just... People are often interested in what series I think is best or what is my favorite kit. And the series I just told about, the kits, I have so many kits, I have a hard time picking one. Thank you, Jan. Bon appetit. Might be here later if you feel free to join later. As I said, I will probably be here a couple of hours, a lot of hours today. Nah, I can't sue them. I can't do anything about it. I mean, it's the tenant, what do you call it, the people who rent this stuff out that has to take care of it. and they know about the entire situation. All the other companies that are located in the area are affected by all these people's cars that just park them wherever they want. So it's not just me. I just do something about it. I don't ignore it. I block their cars in with my car, and I confront them. That's why I put my number there, so they have to call me and look stupid. I'm a very slow builder when I'm on stream. Let's go, long stream. I love the new PG Unleashed and the MGEX Strike Freedom. Very nice that you build them like in modules with the inner skeleton first and then slap on details and then the armor at the end, and the manuals have evolved a lot. I especially like where you can see, okay, this is the head, you need runner A, B, C, D, E, and what parts you need. You can break some of them off, like this old one is just to find the runners, but now there's not so many runners here, so it's okay. Oh, the yawning starts. Let's see, we needed 12 and 13, 2 pieces of each. Actually, I'm gonna use the display for the clear parts, but they are so crisp that it doesn't matter much. Yeah, but I probably have to pay for the towing myself. Transformers. How dare you say that name in here? Oh, I haven't tried the RG yet. It will be built after this one. Bye bye, Zegok. Time to sleep or play some game. It's a big difference. Sunres, who are you? Man, I don't know all you guys with the names here. But if you do, have fun build. I'm not sure if I'm probably gonna stream to 7 or 8. Not quite sure, depending on the wifey. If she's gonna be picked up. If she's not gonna be picked up, I might even be here until 10 in the evening. I'm not sure I'm gonna stream all the time though. C1243. So I don't think we ever had this many people on the stream for so long at a time. That's nice. So is it better with the other view? I keep on forgetting to change views. How was the panel lining on the mega size? I only built the RX-78-2. I'm gonna build the mega size at some point in months, I think, once I've done with the MG, RG and PG. I weathered my my Hainu. I also weathered my Strike Rouge. Let me see if I can find pictures of it in my media files. Just gonna close all this stuff here. Let's see here. Albums. At the Facebook group we have some albums from before the Discord was made. Oh. And remember, I only weather with markers, sponges and Tamiya's weathering sets. I don't use any wash or airbrushes or anything like it. Let's see here. The Hainu. We can take the browser window. Here is my builds of the Hainu before the weathering. Was my first weathering ever of a shield. And see here, he was all clean before decals and weathering. Here we started doing some mess up completely amateur, but it seemed to work out okay. I mean, it's not perfect. People who are really good at this stuff would laugh at my job, but for a first timer, I think it was actually okay. And then I did something on the Strike Rouge. Let's see if I can find that one. If I put it in here. Not sure I made a album. Here it is. This was my Strike Rouge. All clean, no decals. Put a lot of decals on him. And here he is. I'll of course show him in a pose afterwards. He ended up looking like this, which I actually think is a very good shot. I think I made another pose of him, didn't I? This is also one of my favorite shots of him. He's looking at you. This is my not my final pose, but almost. So this is how he looked. I think those are the only two kits that I actually did some weathering on. Then I started with weathering on my the mega size over there. I weathered one of his legs and the other foot, and then I just stopped weathering him because he was just a test. Pyrus, the water slide funnels on the Hainu. What I feel like it. Show you from the bottom of the screen what I feel like it. The original ones are not the easiest ones, I must say. It was a hassle. Para King, just try to, might go back, just right click and use Google Translate. I have a huge developer problem at the moment. When I try to use the built-in translation function, it just calls like 90% of all the kits, either the Sasa Beaver car or the Star Wars AT-AT. No one has been able to tell me why. Barbatos is fine for beginners, actually. You just have to take it slow. I mean, if you haven't done anything at all, maybe just start with a high grade to find out how the manual works and how you have to snap the parts out and put them together. Those would probably be money well spent instead of taking a master grade and maybe cutting something wrong or messing it up. It's a bit more expensive. Even an entry grade will be fine. So I can hear the girls chattering out there. They're playing on my arcade machine. You know, youth today don't have so many arcade machines, so that's fine. I love when the newer generations can find joy in what we thought was funny. C13 and D3. Hey, Christian. Yeah, arcade machines has such a nostalgic feeling. There's a whole community for retro gaming, actually. I've been there ever since the one of the first, what was it called? MZ700? Who made that one? I think it was Sharp. Yeah, Sharp MZ. I'm gonna show you what my dad bought. Take a look at this. My dad bought this one. So what we did was, here he went all in and bought a matrix printer. And here we should put in the tapes for programming like the Commodore 65. And it should run for like a couple of minutes. Then we could play something called Painful Man, I think. I could try to find it here maybe. Painful Man game. Painful Man was probably a too generic word. We're gonna do it on a Sharp MC700. Yeah, this was Painful Man. Let's get rid of the commercials and we do a browser window here. This is what I could play. I also tried, one of my friends had a Spectrum. So this is like kind of Pac-Man. You had to eat all the crosses and it had this sound boop, 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 all the time, each time you moved. And you could kind of capture it in a corner, you see, because it just tries to follow you. So if you go past this line, it will go right. So once you captured it here, you could actually take all the crosses in this corner. If you started going down, it would go down and probably end up here. See? Very simple. That's a very low AI. But it turns out that at that point it was a very, very fun game actually. And I've been around that ever since. Played a lot of different games, a lot of different consoles. PCs, PlayStations, and stuff like that. And I quit gaming, for real in 2012. And just play a Battlefield once in a while, and I haven't been gaming for years now at all, even though I love gaming. Completely stopped. Nova, of course I can just take a Gundam. I can do whatever I want. It's my store, but if I take a perfect grade, I do of course have to pay for it because I already paid for it. So it's not for free, it's just cheaper than if you buy it. May or may not come a weird mix. Well, I may or may not be ready to take it. Of course I will. Yeah, and the thing is, my dad, he sat there for a month or something programming all kinds of code, ones and zeros. And all he did was being able to print something that looked like the outline of a car within that matrix printer. It took him ages, but he loved it. He found some satisfaction in that. Obviously, or else why the hell would you do it? I like building model kits. A lot of people will probably look at me and thinking, what are you doing? Why are you building those weird ass kits? Get something done with your life. Amiga 500, yeah, that's an old one. The Arrogant Gamer. There's so many weathering tutorials with people that are much more professional than I am. Will probably make more sense to watch them do it. Also because my setup here is not that good for, you know, real close-up stuff, then I had to move everything. I mean, I could do it at some point, but won't be my first priority. I had the PlayStation 1 as well. It's shortly after I moved from my parents, actually. I bought one. When was it? When was the first PlayStation launched? Because I moved when I was 20. And that was in 96, I think. 1996 I moved from home. From my parents' house and got my own place. And I had a PlayStation 1 there. I'm not sure I bought it right on release, but I had it. God of War, yeah, I think they look great. But the thing about gaming is that I don't want to be back. I want to stay focused on training and my family when I'm off work. I work a lot, so I can't just go home, start gaming. I know myself. I will just start gaming for hours again. And in my world, it's perfect if you have the time for it, but I feel very unproductive because I have so much stuff in the Gundam store that I still have to do, and I'm never bored. Actually, there's a ton of work I can keep on doing. I don't consider it. I actually have a backlog. I have the Gundam Virtue down there because a customer returned it due to a molding error, and I'm waiting for the part to come from Japan. Then I will finish the build for him. He built the torso and some of the head. I took the Psycho Saku for me, Master Grade, just because I have the Thunderbolt version, and I just think it looked awesome, but I was kind of intimidated by all the thrusters on that backpack because I normally paint them gold with a marker. Gonna take me 1,000 years. And then I have the RX-78-2 Origin because I wanted to make gun tank, gun cannon, and RX-78-2, you know, trio. I know the Origin is probably not the most correct one to use with those old ones, but at least that's the one I had. I think it was because the box was dented. Yeah, Galvi, that makes sense. I moved in 96, so I bought it a year after release. The song in the background is actually in the description, I think, in the bottom. Nah, maybe not. It's actually by just as let me see if I can find. I think I downloaded the entire file. It's called. Ska du gå med? Det kan du gå. Tack. Look what my daughter brought me. leftovers from the richest table. So I'm gonna sit here and munch all this healthy food. Nom, nom, nom. And then you could get some ASMR of Gundam Dad chewing food. No, I got the name right here. Let me. Oh, this smells good. Watermelon is just fresh. Let's see if this isn't the name of the file. I'm gonna put it in the chat, and you just search for that one in the YouTube. Dad scraps. That's fun, Linus. Actually, they just bought it because they're gonna be crashing here at the warehouse, so they bought a lot of stuff. Fresh food. Fresh fruit is nice. Now let's see. PC9. Yeah, I think that was fun as well. Dad scraps. Never heard that one before. I forgot this one. Protein shake that my daughter bought for me. It was on offer. They call it discount. Just have to check the camera outside. See if any of all those ass wipes are destroying my car. This one? Oh, this is the display nipper. The best one I have, with the very, very thin blade. By far the best nipper I have. It's on par with the God Hand, it's just a lot cheaper. At least that's what the review said. I haven't tried the God Hand myself, but in my opinion, it's a bit too expensive compared to the display and compared to what you get extra. But I suppose it's kind of like religion. Some people will probably prove me wrong and says, you don't know what you're talking about. It does the job for me, and with the Gun Prime Eraser file here, that's all I need. And what I can hear from people is that my builds are actually okay. But I can sometimes cut corners on inner frames and stuff when it's not seen anyway due to time. So what was with the free gifting of memberships? Was that something you paid for in the rodeo, or who was it who gifted? Or is it just something you got due to being a member? I'm not quite sure what happened there. Yeah, I know it's probably 1.5 of the 2.0. It's just because I have the origin. I mean, it's only knowers that really knows the difference, I think. I don't hate any MGs. At least I haven't built one yet that I hate. There's some kits I think looked flashy at some point that might not look so flashy anymore due to the kits I've been built recently are kind of hefty, big and shiny and a lot of details and newer and stuff. No. The Traveler set is an entry grade, even though it's still a single edge snipper. The entry grade, no, the Traveler set is cheaper than this one. The entire set is cheaper than this one, so that wouldn't make sense. It's actually an entry nipper off from the Spay, but I do believe it's a pretty decent one. I haven't tried it myself. I do keep my stuff in one of these new boxes that Bandai made instead, so I can bring all my premium stuff. But it's a good idea, and if I had to travel, it's a lot more compact, and I would probably use that one. C6, I forgot that one. My first gunpla was either the HD Sniper or the Papillon, which is kind of a version of the Cubalay Papillon, something like that. Those were my first kits. Yeah, true, regarding the white stuff. I'm not really removing anything on these because the display nipper is cutting it so fine, so you won't even see it. Yes, I have tried Premium Bandai. I have the Hyakushiki Kai and let me think. Maybe that was no. I also tried a Strike full package, the real great Build Strike full package in crystal pearl clear. No, Dino, I don't have any siblings. I'm a lonely single child. C7 and 2. Hey Melfi, yeah, but luckily for you, I'm gonna be online for a long time. Almost 2 hours in. Shoot, 1:40. Time flies, and I didn't build anything. Build quality, how do you mean, in a bad way? I mean, until now the build quality is great. The only thing that was a bit annoying was the funnel here, or the antennas is a bit loose due to that piece right there. It doesn't snap that good in place. But the rest is rock solid. I mean, yeah, the MGSD Barbatos is actually selling okay. And regarding qualities and builds and stuff, I don't give much for what other people think until I try it myself, because I'm actually I wouldn't say an experienced builder, but I am stubborn builder. So if there's some problem or something wrong with it, I will do what I can to fix it, instead of just saying, oh, this is a bad kid. This one? Yeah. That was tasty. Yeah, I mean, they have so many kids, so not everything can and will be perfect. But that's where you have to use your real model builder skills. So if something is very loose, see if you can tighten it, or last option is to glue it if it's an immovable part. But normally a gun primer joint guard or something, or other simple methods could tighten stuff up. The reason I'm not so worried about my kits is because I normally build them, and then I post them, and then I leave them be and never touch them again. Very rarely. Now, when we have to go to cons and stuff, then I have to touch them, and I hate that. But I don't repost my stuff very often because I'm a posing master. And once I find that perfect pose, I never touch it again. A 19 and 20. Where are you at? Pui, I'm not gonna eat that. Black magic? What do you mean about black magic? I never tried the display panel lining pen actually. I just got it in stock. I haven't had the chance to use it yet. I'm still missing a case from them. I think with all their markers, which has not been created on the website yet, so I know what I have to do once they arrive. So, shoulder part, upper arm part, and this part here. A14. Let me check out if it should be a... I'm gonna go with the trigger hand. C1. So next thing I ordered was new markers from Display and new pour type Gundam markers in black. We ran out of those for some time, and I ordered new decals actually from Darlin Decals. So many was sold out I didn't even realize it, so I had to make another order. And they're usually very slow to ship, like 3 months, so way too late. I do not sand every piece depending on what you can see and what you can't see. Off with the fruit. Oh, I can't forget anything. I need substance all the time. Well, now we have the torso. We had a fine head. And we have one arm here and one arm here. What you do is panel line it. That's how he looks. Oh, come on, like that for now. Man, what's with the one arm that looks 10,000 kilometers longer than the other one? Or it's just a hand that made it look like that. He's gonna be cool. Once he's done. We're just comparing details and stuff. So, did we get any new members? We got 2 members in our Discord. I'm just gonna put the link in once more for new joiners. If you want to join our Discord, which is extremely fun and cozy and well organized, feel free to join, guys. In there we also have the website corrections thing. So if you find errors right now due to theme update, we have a lot of text errors in the description that looks weird, especially in the decal section where I link to a decal. It's like all the text has been deprecated to one thin line all the way down. I have to go in there and remove some weird coding. But yeah, that way you guys can help me find weird text. I do believe I fixed all the perfect grade, real grades, and master grades. Now it's only the high grades, which is of course hundreds and hundreds of products. So I haven't checked that one yet. PC4. Oh, dark blue is one of the worst colors with knob marks. Hey, Jakob. Is my television on? What? You're talking about the Macross kits. I'm actually having a hard time selling the last two ones. The first one was okay. The blue and the red one, not so much. The aerial, the normal aerial sells best by far. I don't have the metal build. I have the, maybe you mean full mechanics. Full mechanics is also selling pretty well actually. 24, 25. Well, it would make sense to have it as a first kit because it got so good reviews, and if you're just new into the hobby, I suppose a lot of recommendations would be to try the newest of the bunch. So you don't get new builders to get a bad experience. Not that I think some old kits would have a bad experience, but it would make sense to have new builders build an awesome kit. Get hooked on the hobby, get some skills, and then say, okay, I know how to build Gunpla. I have no trouble taking a challenge on an older kit. Whereas if you're completely new and you start off with a kit that might not have gotten so good reviews, or generally maybe it's just a bit hard to build, giving them a bad experience. Calibarn also sold well, but I actually think that the aerial sold a lot more, but it's also been here longer, and I had a hard time getting the Calibarn in the beginning, so I think people got it elsewhere. She'll have a lot of all of them though. Seed has a lot of great kits and a lot of great designs, in my opinion. Feet done. So what is really left now is weapons, legs, and waist. Let's get started. It would be great to have him finished at least. Let me just check something out here. See you, Lofi. Hey Tron, yeah, the RG Hainu should be so great. I haven't tried it myself. something. What? Should I just shove it in there? Yeah. Okay, didn't forget anything then. Where did you go? I heard you drop to the floor. Of course it had to be a gray part, right? Ugh. How's that? That's not it. Ah. Ah. Where the hell did it go? I mean, it isn't that small. It's actually not hard to see at all. Oh, it's on the chair. Holy. I'm on the leg build. Yeah, I know why when I just thought about it. I took a chance. I live on the edge. I only lost one part in my entire collection, which was of course on the MGEX Strike Freedom. And it was the one that holds one of the side skirts. So right now he is being displayed without. Doesn't really matter. I don't think those side skirts are that great anyway, but a new part is on the way. Should be here within a month or so with the P-Bandai Gundam based stuff. Hey Adam, I love that you love it. That's nice to hear. Today especially I need to hear positive and comforting words after today's two incidents. 4 of those? Yes, I did. Forgetting your food in the microwave. Yeah, I'm not. It's okay. Yes, I know you do. Takes more than a few idiots to make my day black. It's just annoying you have to spend time on idiots. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just sort out all idiots? Imagine that. Sort out all idiots from your life. Huh. That would be cool. But then again, without idiots, then you wouldn't know what you had to navigate around. But if there were no idiots, it would be better. Put them all on an island, yeah. I mean, it is a high grade, so I'm not quite sure how crazy it will be, but for those who haven't seen my SD, the cheapest one I have of him, I actually think that he became kind of nice, and to show it even better could be maybe to show the picture I made of him in the Discord channel. Did I not paste a picture of him? Where did I finished builds, I think. Let's have a look here. Browser window. Couldn't I have another browser window? It took the wrong browser window. It took myself. Give me a second here. What's with the browser? Oh, it's because it's wrong. It's called the Discord scene. Here it is. Finished builds. There it is. Take a look at that picture. Can I make it even bigger? I should probably do like this and take the browser window. Nah, I won't really get that much bigger. But anyway, it's a great kit, and I can't wait to get them all lined up. All 5 of them. SD, HG, RG, MG, PG. 6 of them. Maybe 7 if I get the cross silhouette at some point. Yeah, it's a tiny cutie. Let me check something out here. Well, on with the build. Let's see. I put those parts in. Then I have this one and this one. Come on. That's a snug fit. Okay, those parts are done, these parts are done, and we need to build these parts. Yeah, definitely. If the MGS unicorn comes, and it probably will, then it's gonna join the lineup. It would be so less stressful for me to take all these kits to a con than my setup right now. And these, I do believe, once all these unicorns are done, I will put them in the big display cabinet out there with the merchandise stuff, the Marvel figures and stuff. Not sure when I'm gonna put those, but tuck them away somewhere. C 26 and 27. And we need the E4 and 6. That's the red one. It must be 5 and 7 then also. Later, but I might just cut them out now. I don't read Vietnamese, so I can't tell you. But please keep it English. In just a second, once I cut all these pieces out, I'm just gonna check on the girls. Sounds like they're on the arcade machine again. It's actually fun to watch. There are some live moments you just can't live without. Give me a second. No! Gone for full 2 minutes and all the viewers dropped. Let's take over the stream. You bastards. Guys, I'm back. Oh, it's because it's delayed. E6 and 4. Oh, that's these ones. Okay. This is how it should be. Then I should have this one. And then close it. Like that. And then and then any of you saw that movie? Wanted on both sides, I believe. Like that. Might just as well assemble the other part, even though that is a completely different step further ahead. So did my wife answer me when they're leaving? Alright, 7. So around 7 I'm going home. Maybe a bit before, because then we have to make dinner and then I maybe have to pick them up later. So got maybe 1.5 hours left, guys. So that will be the longest stream ever, I think. I'm not sure I will finish this in 1.5 hours, and the panel lines will definitely not be today. Unless, of course, I bring it with me home. Maybe I had enough builds once I'm done. Now, let's see. Want me to take this, and then they want me to take this and this. This one goes in here. This one goes in here. And then this one goes up here. Done. Oh, sorry. If you want to see what I'm fiddling with. Let's assemble the other leg as well. So I got this one here, and that one here, and this one here. 81. How many of those? One. Only 2 of those. 2 tiny thrusters. Now normally I would have painted these chrome, these thrusters, but again, since these will be showpieces to show how the kits look like, I can't modify them too much. And the reason is, if someone buys it online from the pictures and then gets a bit disappointed that, oh, you can't get that look out of the box, I have to do extras. I mean, I could of course write a disclaimer that these kits have been customized, but it's kind of like I want these to be authentic and not, you know, for people that might not want to do customization to begin with. Makes sense. Here. Might just take it one step at a time, because not like a high grade should be able to confuse me, but there's a lot of parts in these legs, and the last thing I really want is to flip things around. I mean, the PG Unleashed really surprised me there, because I made a mistake and I built everything around the mistake, and I got so frustrated because nothing just fit the way it should, until I realized, as it often is, my own mistake. What's crazy about this build here is I haven't even emptied one runner yet. That's what I also liked about the new kits, that you have now emptied this runner, you can throw it out. I bet I'm not the only one who took a runner, looked through it, thought to yourself, this one is empty, threw it in the, if not in the trash can, then at least in the empty runner stack, just to figure out there was a tiny piece missing still. I know I did. I even found one in the trash can once. It's very hot in here. I'm gonna open a window. Yuagu the vacuum. Have fun, Lord Kronos. Spend good time with your kids. Time that will not come back. Final space. Bob, did you not see Yuagu the vacuum? Show you Yuaku the vacuum. He does the job. Yeah, you shouldn't throw out the runners. It's a good idea. Fun thing about the vacuum is actually that my wife borrowed it for a while when I had my building space at home, and she used it for our kitchen drawers, where it did an amazing job. You know, if you have a lot of different spaces for knives and forks and stuff. But she also did it for the baking drawer, so that was messed up with some vanilla powder. So now when you use it, it smells like vanilla. It's actually pretty nice, because normally vacuum cleaners, they kind of stink if you use the one with filters. We have something called a central vacuum cleaner, which means that we have in our one of our rooms, we have this big vacuum cleaner inside a closet that goes round inside the walls with hoses, and then you have two outlets, one downstairs and one upstairs. You just plug in a long cord and everything gets sucked in directly into the big canister inside the room, and all the air is being blown outside, so it never stinks. That's pretty smart. Yes, I will probably make a review of this one. And it does have a hole here, and it does both suck and blow, as you say. I bet I could do a pretty funny short of this one. Which reminds me, guys, how could I build without my display apron? What's better than just sitting here in an apron with nice display logo, and maybe just put my runner here and nothing else, because it's not easy to sit down and reach your pockets. Not quite sure I'm gonna sit with this one, but how many of you saw my display apron short? And how many of you thought, what an idiot? What in the world is he doing? Yes and yes. It actually came from one of these ASMR videos, but I really wanted to make fun of one of those, but I couldn't find the right one. So I never got to making the correct version of it. So I just made that one, and Display actually thought it was fun and wanted me to repost it on Instagram. So I did. Fun thing could of course be to wait a minute. B34 to be big enough for people wanting us to, or me to, review things with a hint of fun as well. I've actually been contacted by a company called L-Base, I think. They wanted me to share and review products with their wireless LEDs. I'm not quite sure if he wanted me to buy it and review it, because that's not going to happen at the moment, or he wanted to send it to me. I do think he wanted to send it to me. 34. Oh, I think I cut out. So that's good enough. And we need the, what part is that? 35. both sides. I remember first time I saw Casey Neistat or Neistat, whatever you call his last name. All the stuff he got sent to review or just unboxed. At least for some period of time, it must be kind of funny to see what's inside those boxes. I mean, he gets a surprise every time he opens something. And sometimes it was good stuff and sometimes it was weird stuff, but this should mainly be useful for gunplay, I think. I don't think any gunplay YouTuber would ever be really big enough for something like that. We are a small, very nerdy community with a limited amount of traction on YouTube. I mean, Mecha Guy Katsu is probably the biggest one with more than 400,000, but getting into the millions could seem like an impossible task, if that's what you want, at least, if it's only gunplay related. I like those toys reviewers, those kids with billions, or is it millions? I think it's billions of views, but millions of followers or subs. It's crazy. We need to cook, yeah, we need to cook gunpla. Yeah, it was, who gifted all those? I think it was Nerodia, or was it Predator? Plong, yes. It looked pretty cool. I have not tried it myself. So I cannot tell you how it works, but it looked cool. Let's see. So much stuff I still need on these legs. This stream has been going on for 3 hours to be exact. Exactly 3 hours and 10 seconds now. 18 watching. Yeah, we were at 35 at its peak. "24 hours? I don't think so, Bob. Are you trying to kill me?" B36. Probably gonna need B35 as well. be 27 and 28. And be 32. About it on this one. And we have PC, we got number 3, these ones, and we need 2 9s. We need C17. Probably need, whoa. Yes, 27 and 26. Oh, all the parts. Wait a minute. B29. Get over here. Now, clean up. A lot of cleanup here. Oops. Yeah, Studio G. Justin. I know him. Spoke with him a couple of times. He's been away for a while, right? Was hit by bad incident in the US. Also saw Kakarot, he hit like 100,000 all of a sudden, very fast. Doing all the Gunpla news. Seems like a very competent guy on all the lore and knowledge. You kind of have to, because it's easy just to go to Bandai Hobby and just read up all the news. But I do believe, I haven't seen so much of his content, but that he has a lot of background knowledge and actually supplies his stream with that as well. Because I could easily go make a stream where I just, or a video, go through all the new content that's coming, but I wouldn't be able to put much context to it. So we all have different ways of making content. I never stop in my head though thinking about what I could do differently, because streams like these are cozy but maybe not so fun. I like fun stuff. That's what also gets viewers. I think this is maybe just cozy for people having it in the background when they're gaming or building or reading, or maybe not reading, but you know what I mean, doing different kind of stuff. And my channel is actually growing. You know, the first milestone with 10,000 was finally reached, and we had soon 10,600, but I had 2 million views as the next milestone. What I would really love is the 100,000, of course, so we can get the plat, YouTube plat. Well, that's a long way. Not sure I can even get there, but I will try. Yeah, 2.176 million views. Seems like maybe not so much when you're looking at the big ones with billions, but to me, that's a lot of views. Actually, it's no secret that it's the shorts that probably drive the most. And this is only on the YouTube channel. I have a rather big Instagram as well. Well, you know, Saku Aurelius is much more of a pro builder than Mecha is, actually. I think Mecha is not that good of a model builder. He's kind of fast with a lot of his stuff, and he kind of treats them like toys. I've said that before. I'm not a big fan of his reviews always, because he does things that you really don't necessarily want to do to a model kit, like twisting things around and swinging it around, like provocative. It's a model kit, it's a delicate thing. But he's not as, can we say that, dry as Saku Aurelius? He's much more down to earth like I am, where Mecha is like kind of, I just drank 10 Red Bulls. Now I'm gonna review. Both of them are great in their own way. And the whole Studio G Justin thing, he made his own video. I'm not going to go into that. It was something about stuff getting caught at customs in the US. He lost 2 containers and they were confiscated. So his business just went down the drain, because that's a lot of money if depending on how big those containers were. But if it's a 40-foot container, then it's pretty much what I have in my warehouse. That's a lot. Yeah, I mean, the problem with Denmark is I could probably do streams as soon as Bandai releases some news. I kind of know it, but the kits themselves are always 2 to 3 months behind. So once I get a kit, they've been built for weeks and months, and they've been reviewed 100 times. So on that front, I'm not very blessed and lucky with what my possibilities could be, to be honest. See what you did there? Now I talked too much again. I got out of the bill, so I'm gonna get behind schedule. Oh no. What's that tiny part? D8? I didn't cut that one out. D. That's the gray one. 8? Oh, there you are. But guys, if YouTubing were my full-time job, I'd probably do things differently and make more exciting stuff and edit it better, and you know, I'm just all alone in what I do, so kind of hard to keep up with everything, to be honest. I do my best with content on the short side to be consistent with that, even though I might not get as many new followers as I used to, because shorts, now you've seen the shorts and it was fun and everything, but what part of this I did not cut out here? There you are. It's also very different what content gets acknowledged by the algorithms. I mean, I have a YouTube video right now that's close to 2,080,000 views, which is quite a lot for my content at least. And I have a Instagram that has, can't remember if it's 90,000 or 70,000, and a TikTok that has 100 and almost 70,000. And those videos alone are by far what created the most subs and playtime and stuff. If you could have more of those, it would be great. But it's tough. It's very tough to figure those damn algorithms. What's that? What part is that? E1? Did I cut those out? I forgot. I don't think so. I'm gonna watch the chat soon, guys. Teach me lore. Oh yeah. I'm glad, guys, I can inspire somebody, or at least make sure you just have a good time. That's mainly what I live by, is actually to spread good karma. Don't take me wrong, I do of course want to have a business here, because this is what I kind of live off, but I do believe that you get a long way with good karma. Sending some good energy out there. Might be lucky to get some in return. How? Like that? I got stuck. That's not right. Why is it not right? This piece here, the other way around like this, to go pointing downwards. Mm-hmm. think maybe the legs are done. Let's see. We got the thigh part, which is here. And the other thigh part is here. Hey. Hey. What you doing? Why are you being an idiot now? Get down. It's like the... There. Guess you couldn't bend it that much. And then the feet. Nice. One set of legs. And only lead now is the skirt. Let me just start snipping out stuff. Wait a minute, where's the weapons? Oh, it's over here. The collar part. So let's start with the waist here. Number 8. Let's get the PC parts. 2 9s. I'm gonna put the 9s up because that's a high number, and we get PC2. Maybe only one of those. Well, I got 2. Literally Hainu. It's going fine. You joined the stream after 3 hours and 19 minutes. And I'm still here. What did you miss? You missed my daughter reveal. And angry Jesper in the beginning of the stream due to 2 ridiculously lame episodes. That's about it. Pretty much all the great stuff is what you missed. Good thing is you can watch it afterwards. Yep, the red polycaps. The Hainu Man. Oh, he is now known as the Hainu Man. E24 and 25, I suppose. A34. One is thrusters. B17. Might just as well cut out all these pieces. I can see looks like a skirt part. parts as well. Yes, I actually think it's an okay kit. I only had one loose part, which was the V-fin part. Actually, also I think it's pretty decent for a high-grade kit. It's a long time since I built a high-grade kit. I forgot about how many hours there actually is in a high-grade kit. It's fun, I can still hear them playing on the arcade machine out there. Yeah, it might be slow, especially when I'm streaming because I'm reading and talking and keeping focus off, but I still think there's a good couple of hours in a kit like this if you want to panel line it and be just a bit careful about what you're doing. No, I always twist out the polycaps, makes no difference. Nobody sees them and they're soft, so a lot easier than cutting them. And actually I think sometimes they're just not easy to cut as well. Okay, so this part here, I'm gonna put in those red thingies here. So it was two. Oh, got this one. What part is this one? I don't think I cut that one out. A4. And A5. I mean, if people want to rush their builds, fine with me. And I sell more kits. But personally, I mean, I take my time with it. It's not like I'm in a hurry. I don't want to be 1,000 years of a build. It kind of annoys me if it just lies and lies and lies and I never finish it. I'm not the type that want to have projects lying around for months unless I simply don't have the time for it. Okay, E27. B13 and 12. Oh, B. B, B, B. Oh, I already did take out that one. And B12. That's this one. And 22. Why are you sitting in a car for 8 hours? A6. Almost there, with the body at least. And then we need E20 and A29. Snap the legs in. Now we got this part here, and we got the torso. We still need the side skirts. This piece consists of 2 pieces of A6. C18. Side skirt's done. That's it. That's the main figure. Main figure is done. Finally, I actually think he's okay. But just wait until I panel line him and take a nice picture of him, put him in a more dynamic pose. And no decals on this kit, but it's gonna be okay. What's the time? Maybe just got time for weapons. Let's see here. I'm just gonna cut everything out of the runners. See how far I can go with the last 50 minutes. Maybe even less to finish this kit. And I'm gonna leave everything but the kit and some panel line cotton buds and stuff, and I'm gonna bring it home with me tonight, I think, to see if I can finish it. This runner is done. This runner's done. We have this one. Got an extra hand part here. I don't need that one because I am gonna use the gun hand, but I'm gonna keep this one, of course. This one is empty. Howdy, sad Chihuahua. This one is empty now. What do I need here? I need hand parts. That I don't really need. I need to get them out of the runner. Got this part here. This part. Is that it? Think so. might have noticed I'm trying to save time here by making a single cut instead of double cutting. Because I'm a lazy bastard right now. I need to get this done before I'm leaving. I'll make it look good anyway. That's it. I would, the way I do it is I coat it at the end. Some prefer to coat with clear before panel lining to protect the plastic. I don't do that. I take a chance every time, and a few times I'm being punished by the plastic is cracking. That is like 1 or 2 times I've tried it. On more than 50 kits, so I always coat it in the end. I don't coat my high-grade kits because I don't really build them anymore. I might do it on these ones because if they're supposed to last at different cons and stuff, it would make good sense to take care of them for as long as possible, so I don't have to build new ones. That was the gun. Then we need the shield. We have this part here and that one here. Then we take this big part here. And we have the red part. Goes here. Oh, sorry. Have the last poly cap, which should be P1. There's only one of P1. That one goes into this slot here, and then into the middle, like so. Then we have these things here that goes like that, and that, and last one like that. Come on, like that. Let's see. Up with the hand, in with the gun. That's a good fit. Just have to see what I'm doing here. Now things are coming apart because I should have taken the hand out or something like that. God damn, refin. Just check something here. That's it. Might have 2 pieces left for something I didn't see. Those 2 clear parts here, where are they supposed to be? I'll figure that one out later. Let's see. Oh no. Where did they forget to put these 2 guys? These 2 tiny ones here. Clear red parts. They are called... What are they called? 21 and 22. Maybe. No, those are not it. I'm gonna figure that out at some point. What are they called then? Maybe 24 and 25. It's not in the shield. Backtrack here. Well, I'm not quite sure which part it is. It looks like on the runner part that is maybe 10, E10 and E11. Let me check where I've missed something. E10. Oh, there you are. It's on the legs. isn't it? Somewhere on the thigh part. Found it. I found it. This was on the upper thigh. Luckily, that's it. Dude is done. And I will try to panel line him and stuff later. Finally done. So, guys, I should probably head home now, and it will suit perfectly with the girls have to do dinner. Then I don't have to do anything myself. I'm gonna let this stay here together with this. And then I'm gonna bring these parts with me just in case there's something I missed. Probably gonna bring the manual with me as well. Parts up here. And then I'm just gonna check this one here. Put parts here. We have the markers and stuff with me. Put those down here. We also have the magazine for his gun. Put that one there. Put the razor. I'm gonna leave the SDEX here in the warehouse. No need to carry him around anymore. Put the runner stand away. Guys, I think it was cozy today. It's a long stream for the first time ever. I think I do the stream on almost 4 hours. It's pretty long. So I'm probably gonna call it a day, as it was a long one. The next one, it will be the real grade. I suppose that one will take a whole longer time to build. And then the master grade and the perfect grade and the mega size. So, Yuagu the vacuum. Oh, it even took the big parts. It's not too far out of the... Oh, it did. Very nice. Guys, I'm gonna cut the stream. Oh. I hope you have a good rest of the Sunday and have a great week that's coming, and I will see you very soon. Time to go. Thanks for joining. We had a lot of viewers today, which was great. ABS, there's 4 hours. You can just sit down and rewatch it all. And thanks for joining, members. And congratulations to the 10 people who got gifted membership. I'll